All right, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Nerf proofing, and I want to thank JF for compiling these data. You can see here that based on frequency of use for heavy weapons, there's some good bets and some bad bets, and I would say if you look to the right, that's where you're going to get some good mileage out of your heavy. So I'm going to focus my upgrades on those. Same here, if you take a look at essentially the light weapons, corkers and scatters will definitely be nerfed. It looks like if you are on the right hand side, those weapons that are more, or I guess less frequently used, tend to have less chance of nerfing. So Volt is definitely there. Gauss in the heavy weapon arena is definitely something to consider. And I know folks are still reeling from the Corker one, so these are some light weapons to choose from. Same with the mediums. You can see hammocks are being really heavily overused, and then it falls right off. I'm putting my bets still on Scourge, Weber, maybe the Tharans that I've been using for a while. And, you know, if you want or like lockdown, Corona's fine, but I'm definitely putting some money into igniters as well. So I think these data do point picks in the direction as well of where they want to nerf, and it kind of gives you an idea of where to go. So in terms of Titan weapons, I think it's pretty obvious here that there's an abuse of the shotguns. I still have my mutt set up with 2 cyclones and 2 squalls on my Nodens, so I think we're kind of okay over there. But you can see here there's some heavy use of some of those Titans. So let's see some gameplay of this Gauss setup that I was just discussing. I got the idea actually from one of my clan mates, and he's been building the Gauss. It's actually pretty cheap to build a Volt. So the Gauss can really kind of pack a hard punch. So we'll see some Gauss gameplay here. And then I'm going to show you guys what Abyss looks like. It's a pretty cool looking level. I'm actually excited about it. And hopefully when all these other levels come out, let's fire this off. Look at that. These are level 8, mind you. This looks like a fun heavy that will be a solid investment too, so something to consider. So I'll join back when we go into Abyss, and you guys can watch some gameplay here with the nerfed weapons in test server. All right, and here's a funky build I tried. Um, just kind of using rockets on the Minos. I mean, if you've got three betas, these are pretty decent options, and it could be an alternate. You can see that they're underutilized too. Most people use cyclones or squalls on a Minos. So, but if you want to play the duck and hide game, you can see here it packs a punch in the corners, and you can corner shoot and really take care of not only Arthurs, which are all over the place, but also, most importantly, shells. All right, let's take a look at Abyss. It is absolutely stunningly gorgeous, in my opinion. I'm from the Rockies. I grew up in Colorado, so this just kind of sort of reminds me of home with lava. So cool teleportation sections in here as well, bringing out the Gauss Volt setup for some long distance shooting. It is a big map, which I like. Lots of fun crevices and points of firing things at different, here we go in the lava, at different reds, as they teleport around. So I think it's going to add a lot of variety, and it's the reason I keep on coming back to this game. Look at that Gauss fire away too, Gauss and Volt. I think this level will add some variety back into the playstyle. I think many of us are kind of getting sick of castle. This to me is a castle equivalent because it's got a lot of nook and crannies and a lot of elevation changes, but it's just absolutely stunning. I mean, if you look at the background, I'm going to try to see if I can prop up higher and higher. I missed that. But it's a fun level, and there's a lot of different plays you can have. You can teleport with your short range weapons and really take hold of the enemies that way. You can use the Gauss Volt too. So lots of different builds. I put a Weber and Volt build here, and a Gauss Volt build. Not only because my clanmate Dami speaks highly of the distance module, the distance that these actually provide, but also to give you guys an idea, a flavor of how underrepresented they are in the meta currently, and how much more variety you can add to your gameplay by adding some distance, and just being smart about it. And I don't know if everybody noticed also, the Webbers were recently buffed, so they stand a chance to really kind of be picked up more and more and more by picks in terms of getting buffs. That they did that with Corker too. They buffed it several times before it got to be as overpowered as it is today. So let's try this teleportation, see where it goes. I'll land right on top of it. Again, this is the nerfed Nightingale, which is just above everything. So you can see here clearly the teleportation doesn't happen until you land. But it's pretty sick. Like, you just kind of end up somewhere and you can kind of chase people down. Anyways, enjoy the gameplay and Abyss, and just kind of relish in the beauty of the landscape that they really portrayed here. And hopefully it'll come soon to the live server. And I'll have some more videos out too about how you can kind of nerf proof, but I think some distance builds are a good way to guarantee that. And I would really recommend not investing more in Sonics in general, because I think you can see they're really overpowered. And they're probably going to be nerfed sometime soon. So like medium to long mid-range builds are going to be smart, especially now that we have a map like this coming out and other maps that'll be returning that have more distance to them. It'll bring a better balance.